Hey everyone, thanks for clicking back on my channel. I know I haven't posted in a while. I'll spare you the excuses and keep the intro short. If you're new around here, I'm Ariane. I don't normally post iPhone intros, but it's just like that sometimes. I'm a full-time options day trader. I'm pretty focused just on the S&P 500, and my favorite time frame to trade is same day expiring contracts, aka 0 DTEs. In today's video, I'm just recapping the trades that I took today. I'm basically trading the same two strategies that I always trade. And yeah, I think whole trading careers can be built on the S&P 500. It's the largest index, it's highly liquid, it's cash settled, you never have to worry about assignment. It's got 3 weekly expiring contracts. It's got futures contracts that you can trade at night if daytime sessions aren't enough for you. And it's got tax benefits. So anyways, I'm a big fan. Mr. Standard & Poor, if you're listening, sponsor me. No, just kidding. So I did my best to condense many hours of trading into 15 minutes. I hope that it makes sense. If it doesn't, feel free to comment below and I'll try and clarify. Otherwise, thank you so much and excuse my morning voice.
Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, June 9th, and it is 6:20 Pacific Standard Time. And when I'm first looking at the market, the first thing I'm looking at is the S&P futures. And this is just the futures on a 15-minute chart. And I'm basically looking to see what the overnight activity looked like and where we are trading now in relation to the overnight activity, what this range looks like in comparison to price action toward the left. Are we in balance? Are we out of balance? And I'm making a bullish or bearish determination based on this information and opening morning price action. So I'll be back shortly after the bell and I will record my position entries today. One other thing that I always do when the market opens is I set up the opening Ironfly orders because I kind of want to see what the highest premium was right at the open and then watch it in relation to the expected move. And of course on ThinkOrSwim, the expected move is on the top right there where it says 14.15. So yeah, and then I just monitor those saved orders. Okay, it's 6:35. I sped up this clip just a tiny little bit if you're watching the seconds move. But I generally don't make an Ironfly entry in the first 5 minutes. I'd rather it shake out just a tiny bit before I choose which of those two at the money strikes I am going to go short on. And so I basically watched that Nat and mid price, and of course I know I could have gotten 11.70 for it right at the open, but that could just easily shoot up to $12, $13. But as you can see, the expected move is decreasing, as will the premium prices. So I'm going to choose what I want to be filled at. I changed my contract sizes to 3. My normal position size is 4 or 5 contracts because I also take the vertical spreads and I don't like to use more than about $20,000 of margin. So that for me is kind of my sweet spot. But I went a little bit lower today because we're near all-time highs and I never really like to trade near all-time highs. So anyways, you'll see me put on my call credit spread here shortly. All right, now that my order is filled, I immediately go in and set up my orders to take profit. So I'll take off my first contract at $100. I will take off my second contract at $160, and then I will leave one on to run. If I'm out of both of my first orders
before an hour has passed. All right, we're just 2 or 3 minutes into the trade and the market's come down to 4229. So this is what my trade looks like on the option chain. I could have probably squeezed another 40-ish cents out of the trade, but that's okay. I'm never going to pin the perfect highest premium price. You can see the expected move went up a little bit. And I will just watch it here now for my working orders and look for a vertical spread. All right, it's 7 a.m. and I'm going to take this call credit spread exactly as Joe has alerted it. And ThinkOrSwim has this feature where you can copy and paste trades directly into the platform. So that's what I'm doing here. You just click on that little clipboard thing in the order entry. You'll see me do it right now. And actually, you can see that the Nat and mid price is higher than when he's entered it. So I am going to send my order for 65 cents, 75 cents. I'm going to send it for 65 cents. And that is what I get filled at. I normally take a one lot, which is 10 contracts on the spread, but because we're near all-time highs and I just don't want a high stress trade, I am taking a half position here and I will send my order here shortly. I get filled at 65 cents and we'll go over to my monitor tab and you can see also that I have set up my, well, right now I'm setting up my take profit order. So I always close out my spreads when they decay to 10 cents. Sending that now. And I don't think I recorded when I put in my take profit order on my second Ironfly contract. So that's what that $9.70 is, and that's to take profit. All right, I am also entering this trade in a really small account that I have over with FirstTrade. FirstTrade is like a discount broker like Robinhood and Webull, but they allow 0 DTE trading on SPX. And I have been using this. I think I've done about 10 trades in this account, and I have really similar fill times as ThinkOrSwim, and they don't charge any fees. So I wanted to test them out for a while and see how it works before transferring more money over there. And so this is me just entering the same spread, but of course for a lower price, because as you can see on my ThinkOrSwim screen, the price of the call credit spread has already decayed to 40 cents. So I'm going to send this for 45 cents. If it doesn't get filled, no big deal. I'll just skip the trade that day. And if it gets filled, great. All right, it's 7:20 Pacific Standard Time, and I've been in my call credit spread about 20 minutes. I put on there that purple line is where my Ironfly short strike is. This is how my trades look. You can see that my call credit spread is doing great. It's already decayed to 40 cents, and my other Ironfly orders are still working, but pretty close to filling. If you look at that $10.30 limit order, I'm right there. So it should fill any minute. 7:22, and my first order has filled to take profit on the Ironfly for $100. And I'm also checking on my FirstTrade order, since now that the market is moving up, that order should have filled, which it did. And you can see the price as well on my ThinkOrSwim screen. $7.28, and my second take profit order on my second contract of the Ironfly has filled for $160 profit, and the market is moving up and not great for my call credit spread, but I'm not worried about it because we're not worried about it yet because the short strike is way up at 4250 and we're quite a ways away from there. And I put in a third take profit order that went at $8.70, but that's more like a placeholder. I'm going to adjust that and use a conditional order to let my winning contract run, and I'll share the details of that in a sec. Okay, I'm going to set up a conditional stop order for that Ironfly contract that is running. And I actually got this tip from a viewer who emailed me. Thank you, sir. and I'm setting up the order to tell TD that when SPX touches my downside break even level, that I want them to send this limit offset order. And all that means is that my limit order to sell will be entered with a limit price that is 15 cents higher than the best reported ask in the market at the time that the order is triggered. I know that's a mouthful, but I'm doing it that way because sometimes these spread prices get a little tricky, and I don't want to be messing around, when the price of SPX is plummeting and then I don't get filled. So I'm willing to take 15 cents higher than the best reported ask. I hope that makes sense.
Closing order for this spread. So let me do that now. Close spread.
So when the spread price decays to 10 cents, it will close me out of the spread and I will net $35 on each contract. Like I said, this is a small account. I started a while ago just to take safe credit spreads.
All right, we are about 2.5 hours into the market. My call spread has decayed to 10 cents. It should fill here soon. So this is what my P&L looks like, and this is what my runner contract looked like. So I think at my last, about 30 minutes ago, it was $1 less from here. So in order not to turn this
runner contract, I don't want it to turn into a loser. There's my fill. Oh wow, do you see how that jumped up from 930 to 1070? So now my trade is back to break even. No, I'm sorry, I filled at 1130. So just in this drop, that's what happened to my runner contract. So I will honor the OCO order that I have set up. And if this trade happens to hit, what was my level? 4223.70, then it will stop me out of that trade. Otherwise, I'll try not to panic here and just take off the runner contract on this dip. So I'll be back and we'll see how that plays out.
Everyone, so we are about 3.5 hours into the market. This is what SPX looks like. We've been pretty range bound all day. This is what my running Ironfly contract looks like. And I think I'm just going to adjust. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with taking profits right now, but I'm going to adjust my order here.
And I'm going to bring in the threshold at which I want to be stopped out at. So I previously had it at 4223, which is way down here. Now, why would I wait for SPX to drop that low? Because then this contract will turn into a big loser. So I'm going to bring it up until this level, 4228.08. So let me get back there.
And now I have replaced that order with a tighter stop loss. And I'm just going to continue to monitor this. Like I said, I was going to take profit somewhere around here, but why? I'm hanging around so close to the middle of my pin. So I'll be back to update this.
All right, it is 10:21. This is what SPX looks like. It's coming closer to my short strike, which is good for the trade. This is what the mark is at. This is what my P&L looks like. And I'm going to bring my downside stop up even tighter. So I'm going to use the low of this candle. I don't know, maybe I'll use the low of this candle. I'm going to bring it up to 4230.72. So cancel, replace. $4230.72. All right, guys, I will be back to see how this plays out. Of course, I don't want SPX to go up and above. I mean, it's okay if it goes up and above it. Here's the bottom line is I can actually leave the trade to expire worthless or to expire. Like I don't need to close the runner at all. But of course I don't want to expose myself to any power hour nonsense. And, you know, basically the calculation is the closer that SPX closes to my short strike 4235, the bigger my profits are. Maybe I'll just come back and update it after the market closes to see what my profit would have been had I not closed it at all. But, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to lock in profits here soon. But, you know, the price will continue to decay. So why not let my winner run? You know, that's the point of this contract. So I will be back. Friends, 1042. The market dropped below that stop level that I had. 4230. I forgot what it was. Anyways, and it's triggered my order and it got filled at 745. So that last runner contract netted me $385. So it really got as high as 450, maybe 500. Yeah, maybe 500. But that's okay. That's a good capture for that trade. So I am done for the day and up 920 plus I need to go check on that FirstTrade account. So, all right, thanks.
Thanks for watching, everyone. So this is what Power Hour looked like on the last screen. I think we were trading at 4233 and SPX ended up closing at 4219. So that doesn't sound like a big sell-off, but that was 14 points, and 14 points was the entirety of the expected move today. So that was pretty dramatic for just 1 hour of price action. Had I held my Ironfly, it would have been a loser. So I was right to take profit, but I could have captured like an additional $150 somewhere when it was getting closer to that 4235 level. But, you know, I'm still tweaking this Ironfly runner strategy. I've actually stopped alerting the trade entirely to my members because it needs a better stop loss. So obviously days like this where it's winning, it's easy. It's easy to peel them off for profit. But the previous stop loss rule of using the trades to break even levels is just not working well in this market structure. So once I figure out a better stop loss strategy, then I will update on what that is. Other than that, it's been, today was relatively easy. Out of the money call and put credit spreads have been working so well. If you follow us on Instagram, we had 3 months of no losers, straight winners on 5 wide out of the money credit spreads. So, you know, got to change with the market. No big deal. What else was I going to say? $1,000 day. You know, for a professional day trader, that's probably like peasant level. I don't know. But I guess only because I trade with a bunch of people who trade like huge contract sizes, like 30, 40, 50 contracts. And I'm over here trading 5 contracts. It doesn't bother me at all. Like, I am not trying to flex my account size, and it doesn't bother me to be a small day trader. I want to wake up and not dread day trading. I want to day trade for the rest of my life. And so it's more important to me to have a stress level that is manageable. And for me, that is just trading small size. So, yeah, thanks guys for watching. As you can see, I'm filming this on my iPhone. I have gotten super lazy about setting up a whole thing for YouTube. But I'm a mom. I got a lot of stuff going on. It's going into summer, and YouTube is not my full-time job. So this is what I've got. Talk to you guys later. Bye.